What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Rundown, the channel where we talk about boxing, football, basketball, and other life topics. This is your boy, Uncle Money, and I'm here with my boy,
AP, co-host of The Rundown, back at it again. Hit the bell icon, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get it. With these rap beef now on the social media gonna go crazy, Uncle Money. Tell me about this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef that been going crazy so far.
Hey, so Drake and Kendrick Lamar, they have been hot on these streets right now. I'm talking hot on the streets. Like Drake and Kendrick, every day I wake up, they drop a new diss on each other. And now people are debating, who's winning the beef right now. I mean, you've heard all the diss tracks, right?
I heard most of them. Yeah, I heard most of them. Yeah. This is the most,
so who you think is
music
winning?
we ever got?
Yeah, this is the most music we ever got. Like, yeah,
Kendrick been gone for.
Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah, Drake always released it, but yeah, Kendrick. I'm like, whoa, he back now. So
I'm saying it took this for you to actually give your fans some music. Like, you really, dude. Like, I feel like he got that small man energy, because at the end of the day, like your fans have been asking for music for like ever, and then now since Drake called you out, you gonna start giving us. You gave us more music. You gave us six songs, 7 songs, 8 songs in the past 24 hours. It feels like. Then you gave us in 2 years. Like, I don't understand. Like, dude, like, who's winning? I think it's, for me, it just depends, because I'm not a fanboy of either one of them. And a lot of these people just be fans and be like, oh yeah, they have expectations, they just go with it. But my thing is, some of the stuff Kendrick is saying, like, I feel like it can go either way, because like how you call Drake a pedophile, like, if it's true, but if you're just saying that just so you can win a rap beef, it's not going to that's kind of a weak move too. Like, because it's like saying, like, how you did respond for that. Oh, you're a peda. No, I'm not. Like, if you have no proof and you're just saying it, it's just like, so if it's factual stuff he's saying, then Kendrick is winning. But if it's not factual stuff you're saying, I feel like Drake is winning, because Drake has been spinning facts about different things about Kendrick, and he said that he led Kendrick on and told him to spit it out some information. So at the end of the day, I think it's cool for hip hop, but it's just a random rap beef, because I feel like how it happened, I feel like it's planned, because really he didn't diss Kendrick like that. The big three, like, that's not. He didn't really. It's not really. It was like a small segment. It's a little different. People are emotional. This generation is more emotional than I'm used to.
Well, it's funny you say this is planned, because like I showed my girl the beefs, and she just, like, one, she said they need hobbies, and two, she thinks that it, like, a couple months ago they all just sat in a room and just planned this out, which wouldn't even surprise me if they did. But no, like, about what you said, I do agree. I do think Kendrick's winning. However, if the pedo allegations of Drake, if they're not true, then that does make Kendrick look bad. It makes him look very bad if they're not true. But if they are true, which it wouldn't surprise me if they are true, then Drake is on a lot of fire. And Drake's last diss, he basically spit the diss, denying the allegations, denying having a daughter, denying liking young ones, and even said, if I'm famous, if that would have happened, I would have been in jail.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Which, if you're famous and you do it, you're probably not going to be in jail, because a lot of them don't go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's not really a good comeback, because a lot of them are in jail. So, yeah. I mean, if Drake is this, now as far as he said, I baited you in for that. We don't know how true things are, to be honest. We don't know. None of us know. Only those that know, but we don't. But like I said, I got Drake up. I got Kendrick up. And my homeboy, I met him in China. He actually is like so anti-Drake right now. He actually made a rap diss on Drake. I was like, that shit's pretty lit, man. He's the guy that produced my Pay Uncle Money song. But yeah, he dropped the diss on. I'm like, dang, even you clapping on Drake. But yeah, I think it's interesting. And another thing I want to touch on, J. Cole. I know I was pretty harsh on J. Cole for like backing down, but that aged very well. Looking back, J. Cole did the absolute right thing because J. Cole sees how messy and toxic this is, and J. Cole is sleeping well at night. And just the other day, there was a shooting outside of Drake's home in Toronto. Drake wasn't hit or anything, but there was a shooting. So I don't know if what happened, but yeah, man. So that's my take
his
on it.
security guard got shot. It was like a drive-by.
That was a security. Okay.
Yeah, but my thing is too that one thing I didn't like about Kendrick's rap diss is he's supposed to be conscious and stuff, but he's his first rap diss was kind of contradicting because he has a white wife and he's trying to go at Drake's blackness, and it's like, how you gonna go at Drake's blackness and you have a white wife? Like, at the end of the day, like, you're kind of contradicting yourself, saying Drake's not black enough and that he's white and just like that. Like, I have no problem with white, black, whatever, but to disqualify a black guy, it's kind of like, I just don't think this generation of, if you're lighter skin, if you're darker skin, if you're mixed, at the end of the day in America, you're classified as black. If you're mixed or not, everybody's mixed with something. Like, just because you're dark skinned doesn't mean that you're not mixed. Because there's a dark skinned brother and a white woman can have a kid and the kid to be dark. Doesn't mean you're just fully black. Like, it's just, but we're classified black. Once you're mixed with a black person, you're classified as black in America. You're not mixed generation. Like, if you want people to, like, I think it would, like, stand up for like civil rights movement and everything, you're trying to split the black culture again of who's black and who's not. Like, bruh, we all went through slavery. We all have ancestors. We all went through the struggle. We all have, it's just what it is. Like, I just feel like that too is like, dude, like, I don't care who you date and stuff like that, but don't disqualify your own brother of his culture just because of his skin color, because that's the whole point we fought this whole thing for. Don't judge me by my skin color. But then it's like, but when we have a black issue, you want everybody to support Black Lives Matter, because the fans are getting in it too. Oh, he's not black enough. I had somebody call and say that I was not black enough because I was on I was on Facebook. He's like, you're not black. I was like,
who the fuck do you think you are?
What? How does that happen? Because, like, it's just confusing. Like, what? Well, I fill out my W-2s just like you do. Like, what you mean? Like,
I get so annoyed with these people on the internet with this whole classification of, oh, is such and such black enough? If someone say you ain't black enough, then you've been saying the N-word for like 30 plus years and ain't no one, said nothing to you for starters. But this whole disqualifying people saying they're not black enough is getting old. This whole criticizing people for who they date, it's just so old. It's like, do y'all got anything better? Like, what? It's only in America we deal with this garbage, man. Like, if I step outside, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. This light skin, dark skin is. I mean, we can joke about it, like, but like when people take it to the serious to disqualify someone's blackness, it's just ridiculous, man. Like, come on, like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, I had the same struggles you do. Like, at the end of the day, if when the police brutality happened, Black Lives Matter, I had to be there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, still did
exactly
all the minority stuff, everything. I had the same qualification. Drake has the same qualification, regardless if he had a white mom that he had to go to the Jewish thing when he was a kid. They still viewed him as black. At the end of the day, a lot of they went through their history.
Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Like, the history, even into America for slavery, a lot of the people that helped free you, that the other black people who went behind enemy lines were lighter skin, because they had one guy that had to infiltrate the Confederate warships, and he passed as a white man, but he was a black guy because they didn't know. And then it's just because it's skin color. It just happens because our skin colors, we have many different skin colors. At the end of the day, a lot of them were light skinned, a lot of them were mixed because slave owners has, got it in with their mom, not willingly, and they had kids. Frederick Douglass, all these other people were mixed breed because of what happened in slavery. So for you to discredit people that went through the same struggle as you, it shows this how it views you. And that's why I think like Kendrick Lamar bringing that up just for a rap thing, it kind of hurt a little bit because people are trying to do another line because we've already been segregated so much, so many splits, so many men and women beef. If you're dating a white woman, you're dating a white man, all this other stuff. We have so much things to keep on splitting us instead of just like, yo, we all have the same struggle. Right now, all of us in the whole world is having the same struggle of the elites making all the money and we're all becoming broke. So at the end of the day, like, because millionaires are living paycheck to paycheck. Like, the top people are killing us with wealth things, having wars we don't want, religious stuff that we don't want. A lot of different things that's like, instead of having peace, it's always this friction, and we're just playing into it, and it's sad.
It's a distraction. That's all it is. They want to, divide and conquer. That's all that is. And it wasn't just Kendrick. Rick Ross. I didn't think about now that you brought that, because I didn't really think too much about them, taking Drake's black card or whatever. Okay, Drake may not be hood or whatever like that, but even then, like, we shouldn't
hood is not cool.
Blackness based on exactly. We shouldn't, like I said, we shouldn't base someone's blackness off of being hood. Like, bro, we grown. Like, nobody got time for that. So it's just ridiculous, man. I hate it. At the end of the day, we are black.
I hate this.
I'm in China. Like, look, I'm light skinned, but guess what? In China, they still see me as a Hayren, which is black person.
Yeah, and this hood thing is not cool. Just because we speak properly, we do all this stuff. Like, to be hood doesn't get you nowhere in life. To women to like hood dudes doesn't get you nowhere in life. To men to try to be hood doesn't get you nowhere in life. To sell drugs don't get you nowhere in life. To be bad, to kill other people doesn't get you nowhere in life. All this hood stuff, talking slang, have no kind of articulation, and it's not talking white. It's not talking. It's being proper to talk so people can understand you universally. To actually properly convey yourself. To all this hood stuff, had this hood swag, doesn't get you nowhere. It makes you look cool for your friends for a couple things. It doesn't build a foundation for family. Doesn't build a foundation of strong friends. You always have all this toxic mentality to go with hood. So to praise anybody hood, to act ratchet, to do all this stuff, wake up. Like, the thing is that you hurting your own culture acting that way. Hood, ratchetness, all that is hurting the black culture like crazy. You acting that way is disrespecting yourself, disrespecting your lineage, disrespecting all that stuff. So you want to act hood, go ahead. But don't be over here talking about.
Don't bring us down with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't bring us down.
Yeah,
don't go over here and be like, this is crazy, man. People want to keep.
If you over 30 and you're still trying to, behave hood, then like you need therapy. I was on FaceTime with my dad, and we was talking about the neighborhood in DC, Paradise. It's Northeast DC, one of the roughest neighborhoods in DC. I spent a lot of my childhood there, and I was asking him, what is Paradise like now in 2024? And he said it's got a lot worse now. And he said the young guys, they run Paradise now, and like all like the OGs, old heads, they still there now. And I said, for real? And he said, yeah, a lot of the guys he grew up with, who they still out there, the young guys running. And I was like, Dad, why are these 52-year-olds still out on the block at Paradise? And my dad was like, bingo, my point exactly. Why are they still out there? I'm thinking to myself, if you like in your 50s and you still on the block, like, come on.
That's crazy, man. That's what they need some leadership, some fathers, and some everything in this emotional culture. And the thing is that it's bringing it down to black. Like, you're not like, we don't talk to somebody, but you want to take away somebody's black card. If you're still acting ratchet and hood and all that stuff, your black card should be revoked. You're not black. You're just one of the niggas out there. Because at the end of the day, you're not because you're just doing ratchet stuff for what? Like, what is that gonna get you in life? Being cool, hanging out with people with guns, doing all this stuff, and for what? What do you think your life's gonna be better? Scamming people, like, come on now, like, we're too old. Even if you're in your 20s doing it, like, you go look at yourself in the mirror And don't call yourself black. You want to take your black card? You're not part of the culture.
Right.
You're not none of that. You're just one of
If you
those people
wanna-
acting crazy. You should go to jail. And
If you want to behave like that, just and like if you want to behave like way, go ahead, but don't sit here and blame the man. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't blame the man.
Don't blame the government. Don't blame none of that. Like, no, because you have more resources than ever in technology. You can go online, Google something. Yes, you don't want to work at McDonald's, but it's better than being in the hood. Do something crazy. Do something productive with your life. And women, like, if you want to go with these scammers because you think your life is easier and do all this stuff, well, if you get any results you get that's negative in your life, you brought that on top of yourself. So don't blame anybody. These men ain't this, that, and this, and third. Like, nah, you brought that to yourself. You have 7 kids. You brought that to yourself because you keep on selecting these people that are not part of the culture, doesn't uplift the culture, don't do anything. That's on you. So men, you go to jail because of that. Don't blame the police. None of that. Like, you chose this life. Oh, I need money. Well, you better hustle, get 7 jobs. Legitly. Do something. Like, I don't care.